What's up, you guys? I'm about to hit the gym. Hopefully I can film in there. Be right back. Success. I managed to film in my apartment gym, which is usually very awkward. Today I'm doing an upper body workout. The first move that I'm doing here is an overhead press. I'm using a 45-pound bar with two 10-pound plates, so that's 65 pounds. After that, I'm moving on to my compound lift for this workout. I'm doing deadlifts here. Again, 45-pound bar with two 45-pound plates and two 10-pound plates. If my math is correct, that adds up to 155 pounds. Then I moved on to chest press. It's really hard to get footage of this, but it sort of worked. I'm using 95 pounds, two 25-pound plates, and a 45-pounder. This may be considered cheating in some circles, but I like to lift my butt up for a little more leverage when I do these. This was the most difficult to film, but here I am just doing body weight chin-ups. Technically they're chin-ups because my hands are in the forward-facing position instead of the outward-facing position, but you pull yourself up just as high, so in my opinion, they're equally difficult to pull-ups. I ended my workout with a little shoulder finisher and some bicep curls, again with a 45-pound bar. Now I'm just gonna go into a little physique update. Fast forward to earlier today, here's a little physique update. I'm 5'4". Last time I weighed myself, I was 125 pounds. Alright, now let's get into the actual tips of the video. What's up, you guys? Today we're going to be talking about lifting weights. So the first step in all this is research. The most important things that you need to know before you get into the gym. How do I do this particular exercise properly? What exercises are out there? What muscle groups do these exercises work out? I found these things out for myself by following YouTubers like Whitney Simmons and Heidi Summers and Natasha Ocean. The next step is
get over yourself.
You will look stupid at some point, but no one cares. Now you need to come up with a plan. Let's say you want to work out quads one day. I would go and search for 4 or 5 different quad exercises. Make a list of them. Then when you get to the gym, you can make sure that you hit all these 4 exercises, check each one off, and you'll be golden. Consistency is key. Don't make a ridiculous plan or schedule for yourself. It's better to go to the gym for 30 minutes a few times a week than it is to say,
I'm gonna go to the gym for 2 hours every single day.
And then you burn out and never go back again. So now we're gonna get a little more nuanced. We're gonna talk about workout splits. Which days you work which muscle groups. Generally, it's a good idea to let your muscles rest. Splits allow you to go to the gym multiple days in a row without ever straining your muscles too much. Basic split is usually triceps and chest, back and biceps, hamstrings and glutes, and quads. I make sure that if I worked out upper body one day, I'm working out lower body the next day. So now we're gonna talk about cardio. A lot of people absolutely hate it, think it's unnecessary, think it's going to
take away your gains.
All I want to say about cardio is that it's good for your heart. I'm an advocate of doing a little cardio every day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Another controversial topic is food. There's no one food that you absolutely have to avoid to be able to lift weights and work out. Gaining weight and losing weight is a matter of caloric intake. You can go online and calculate
your TDEE. That's your total daily energy expenditure.
So the key here is if you want to build muscle, you have to gain weight. And if you want to gain weight, you need to be eating more than what you're burning. The TDEE calculator is really great about giving you specific numbers that you can hit if you're trying to bulk, which is gain muscle mass, if you're trying to cut, which is cut fat mostly, or if you're trying to maintain and do what's called a recomp. There's a lot of debate about counting macros too. These are macronutrients. Fat, carbs, and protein. I support the idea that a person needs roughly 0.5 to 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. It's really easy to figure out how much protein is in your food. It's on the packaging. Diet is way more important than exercise in terms of how your body is going to look and how your body is going to perform. If you're not eating enough, you're not going to be making progress in the gym. 1, you can't build muscle. 2, you'll be too tired to push yourself. On the opposite side, if you want a really cut, muscular look, you're gonna have to limit your food intake to a certain extent. There's no reason to go crazy with it unless you're a bodybuilding competitor. Even bodybuilders go through phases of dieting down to be very lean. They're not constantly looking as shredded as they do in pictures. So the last thing I'm gonna touch on is some major misconceptions. Number 1, there is no such thing as toning. I'll use the example of abs. A lot of people wanna have really shredded, defined abs. There are no exercises that are going to make the fat disappear in your stomach. If you want to reduce the appearance of fat on your stomach, you have to reduce fat all over your body. So basically, if you want to look toned, you need to build a base of muscle underneath your fat and lose some of your body fat.
Number 2,
You cannot accidentally get bulky
building muscle requires years of hard work and dedication.
and a shit ton of food. If you're worried that you're just gonna become a Hulk monster in like 2 days of working out, you're insane. Lifting weights does not increase the size of your body. Eating increases the size of your body. The last thing I have to say is there is no overnight fix. Building muscle, like many things, is something that takes
Years of hard work and dedication.
work out because you love it, not because you're trying to look good for a certain event. It'll be a lot more rewarding in the long run. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.